Hi, this is Alan Donald and Cynthia Partrick with the Alan Donald team at Keller Realty. Being in the middle of the Olympics, we thought it would be very appropriate to talk about the 5 tips when you're sprinting to win a home in this market. They are money, realtor, terms, speed, and flexibility.
Well, the first thing you need to do in order to win is find the money. So if you're getting a loan, you need to make sure that you've spoken with a lender who's looked at all of your documents ahead of time so that you avoid frustrations and hiccups later. But you want them to give you a fully underwritten pre-approval letter. If you're paying cash, it's important to make sure you have proof of funds.
That's great. And from a listing agent's perspective, we do prefer a pre-approval letter from a local lender who we worked in the past. That gives us an extra level of confidence that that offer is going to work if we agree to terms. Okay, the second tip we're going to give to buyers to win in this market is to be represented by an experienced realtor. Cynthia, here, can you elaborate a little bit on that? Why is that important?
Well, Alan, it's really important if a buyer wants to win in this market, they absolutely need to hire an experienced buyer's agent for a number of reasons. First, market knowledge. We do this all day, every day. We know the market inside and out. We're not doing this part-time. Secondly, we have effective strategies to win multiple offer situations. The current market, almost every home we're seeing is going to be in multiple offer situations, and oftentimes people are going to lose. So this is important to be able to know how to win. And third, we have established relationships with other realtors as well as allied resources for our network. So with lenders and attorneys, inspectors, people like that. Fourth, we find that it's very helpful for the buyers if we communicate ahead of time and explain the pros and cons of the terms and conditions of the contract in order to win. And lastly, we have experience anticipating problems before they arise, and if they do arise, we have experience negotiating additional terms in order to get you to closing.
And from a listing agent perspective, sometimes you can tell the experience of the buyer's agent just by the way the offer is presented. A very thorough and well-presented offers always gives the upper hand to those buyers. The third tip to win in a multiple offer situation, in a competitive situation, are the terms included in the offer. So sometimes price is not everything. Sometimes an offer with a lower price but better terms wins. What do you think about that?
We find it's very important for the buyer's agent to reach out to the listing agent ahead of time and ask what's important to the seller. It helps our buyers. It gives them an advantage by knowing how to structure their offer around things that are important to the seller so that it's more attractive.
And sometimes those terms win the offer. The next tip we're going to offer is about speed. In this undersupplied market, homes don't last on the market. And speed is of the essence, isn't it?
Absolutely, Alan. Speed is imperative in this market. Buyers need to know beforehand the schools they prefer, the neighborhoods they prefer, their must-haves, the area, because the moment that home hits the market, we have got to get there for a showing immediately and go ahead and have an offer written right there and then. We don't have the luxury of a day or two before the home goes under contract.
And there's something else from the listing perspective. If there's the first offer comes with a very short timeline, unless it's a very good offer, the sellers will normally prefer to say no in the hope that other offers come in and we have the auction effect that brings the price up in a multiple offer situation.
And the fifth tip to win gold in the sprint to find your home is to be flexible. It is very important for buyers in this market to be able to be open-minded and pivot according to the seller's unique situation.
That's very true. For example, if the buyers are flexible enough to delay closing or maybe close and lease back the property to the seller so that to allow the sellers to find their next property, that might be the difference that makes the transaction work for them. So, in the spirit of the Olympics, the 5 tips to win gold in your search for a home are money, experienced realtor, terms, speed, and flexibility. If you have any question about any of these things, please give us a call on 843-900-0155 or visit our website. Click below. Thank you very much. This is Alan and Cynthia. Until the next one.